He's still a bit warm. Hello and welcome back to my opera channel. My name is Avi. Today we are starting a brand new series called, wait for it, Growing a Beard. Yay! New series. In this series, I will be sharing how I am delving into a brand new role that I am learning. This time it is the bearded lady from the Rake's Progress. I know nothing about this opera, pretty much, and know very little about the bearded lady other than her name is Bubba the Bearded Turk. So I know something about it, and I know a little bit about the Rake's Progress and that it's based on a set of paintings by Hogarth, which we will discuss. But first of all, first and foremost, we have to Google and Wikipedia. This is before I get into the notes and all that stuff. I kind of need to know the background, and we're going to discover what the Rake's Progress is about. This will be a many-part series. This is just the beginning, so we're going to call this the research aspect. See, has anyone made a synopsis of it on YouTube yet? No! I guess I'll have to make one apparently. The Rake's Progress according to Wikipedia. The Rake's Progress is an English opera in 3 acts and an epilogue by Igor Stravinsky, this very sexy man, and is based on the paintings A Rake's Progress from 1733 to 1735 by William Hogarth, which we will go see because it's in London, based on like a comic book of paintings. Let's find out a little bit about Hogarth. I'm really interested actually. I don't know that much about him. I know that he was a painter and an English one. William Hogarth, FRSA, what does that mean? Fellowship of the Royal Society of Encouragement of Arts, Manufacturers, and Commerce. That's so cool. Sidetracking. This is what happens whenever I learn a new role. I get sidetracked so much by other things that are happening that I completely forget what I need to do. But yes, alright, William Hogarth was an English painter, printmaker, a pictorial satirist, a social critic, and an editorial cartoonist. His work ranges from realistic portraiture to comic strips-like series of pictures called modern mural subjects. I have the hardest time speaking. He is perhaps best known for his series A Harlot's Progress, A Rake's Progress, and Marriage à la mode. He was born in 1697 and died in 1764. He was married to Jane Thornhill, daughter of Sir James Thornhill. Who is he? An English painter. Oh, he has a good Wikipedia page. Oh, you did not age well, sir. Oh no, that's Isaac Newton. He painted Isaac Newton. Okay, back to Hogarth. Okay, too much information. I find this fascinating. Okay, the Rake's Progress. The second installation consisted it of 8 pictures that depict the reckless life of Tom Rakewell, the son of a rich merchant who spends all of his money on luxurious living. The oil painting of A Rake's Progress are displayed in the gallery rooms of Sir John Souness Museum, which I really want to go. There's a whole exhibit there. They do this really cool thing with like candlelights. Oh my god, there's a whole exhibit on Hogarth right now. Look now. October 9th to January 5th. This is the time. So, we just went to see this. Whether or not you want to go see the Hogarth stuff, definitely check it out. It's an insane museum with like loads of stuff inside, like loads of stuff. Someone who just can't say no. There's so much stuff. Sorry, I have a really bad cold. But yeah, very interesting seeing them very up close. They have all the Hogarths there now for, I think by the time this video goes up, it won't be there anymore. But they still have a lot of Hogarths there all the time because he just was like, I really like this guy, so I'm gonna buy all of his artwork. Couldn't film inside at all. They don't let you, unless you do the like at night thing, which looks really cool. Maybe we'll get to do that? I don't think so. Back to the rest of the content of this video. In the first painting, Tom has come into the fortune on the death of his miserly father. He now rejects the hand of his pregnant fiancée, Sarah Young. Oh, he's not a good guy. In the second painting, oh, Handel's in this. That's interesting. In the second painting, Handel is playing the piano. Not the piano. What's it called? In the second painting, Tom is at the morning leveille in London, attended by musicians and other hangers-on, all dressed in expensive costumes, surrounded by Tom from left to right, a music master at a harpsichord who was supposed to represent George Friedrich Handel. The third painting depicts a wild party or orgy. All right. The prostitutes are stealing the drunken Tom's watch. The scene takes place at the Rose Tavern, a famous brothel in Covent Garden. Is it still there? Should we find out? Anyway, the fourth painting, where am I? I'm not even in this yet. In the fourth, Queen Caroline's birthday. What is going on here? On this occasion, he is saved by the intervention of Sarah Young, the girl you got pregnant and didn't want to marry. Little weasel. In the fifth, Tom, okay, I'm still not in this. I always find that Hogarth paintings go really dark really quick. So I'm waiting for the twist. All right, number 5, the marriage. In the fifth, is this marriage to me? Because I know I marry him at one point. Tom attempts to salvage his fortune by marrying a rich but aged, ugly old maid. Maybe that is me. At St. Marylebone. St. Marylebone is across the street from the Royal Academy of Music. Ba-bum, that's where I one day will graduate. Insanity! I have a feeling the opera is not really close to this. Yeah, I think I'm definitely the old maid. The sixth painting shows that Tom pleading for the assistance of the Almighty in a gambling den at white clubs in Soho. They all look like they're having a little too much fun. Number 7. All is lost by the seventh painting and Tom is incarcerated. Both the beer boy and jailer demand money. What's the beer boy? When you go to prison, do you just drink beer all the time? There's a dead woman in this one. In the eighth painting, he ends his days in Bethnal Hospital, which is still existent. Ooh. Bedlam, which was a film by Boris Karloff, was filmed there in 1946. London's infamous mental asylum. While some of the details in this picture may appear disturbing to 21st century eyes, they were commonplace in Hogarth's day. For example, the fashionably dressed women in this last painting have come to the asylum as a social occasion. What? Wait, what? Okay. For example, the fashionably dressed women in this last painting have come to the asylum as a social occasion to be entertained by the bizarre antics of the inmates. That's so unethical. Oh my God. Hey, what are you doing this afternoon? I don't know. Fancy going to the theater? No, I went to the theater last week. Let's go to the insane asylum. What? That is awful. Okay, on to the opera itself now. So, all the characters have completely different names in here than they do in the paintings. He's Tom Rakewell, and it premiered in September 11th, 1951. And True Love, his betrothed, so not, what was her name? Sarah Young. Her name now is Anne True Love. Then Nick Shadwell, a devilish manservant. And then Bub the Turk, a bearded lady. I guess it's kind of more so that we all know what's going on. So the story concerns the decline and fall of one Tom Rakewell, who deserts Anne True Love for the delights of London in the company of Nick Shadow, who turns out to be the devil. The moral of the tale is, for idle hearts and hands and minds, the devil finds work to do. Okay. I finally found my name. Okay. Act 2. Tom is bored with a dissolute life. He utters his second crucial wish for happiness, whereupon Nick makes the odd suggestion that he demonstrates his freedom by marrying Bubba the Turk, the famous bearded lady. I'm his wife. Soon after, Anne finds Tom's London house only to see him emerge from a sedan chair, which also contains Bubba, who he has just married. Tom tells Anne to leave, yet genuinely regrets what has happened. In the next scene, Tom is clearly finding his eccentric marriage intolerable. I am not intolerable, as Bubba is a chatterbox with a fiery temper. Wonderful. He didn't marry me because he loved me. He married me just because he was bored. Act 3, the plan has failed. The act starts with the auction of ruined Tom's property by the manic auctioneer Salem. Products for sale include Bubba. How is he selling me? I'm a human being who has remained immobile since being silenced by the wig. When unwrapped, he basically mummified me. When unwrapped, she resumes her tantrum, now directed at the auction goers, calms down when Anne enters. Bubba advises her to find Tom and set him right and warns her against Nick Shadow. She announces her intent to return to her life on the stage. Okay, I'm assuming I grew up in the circus because I had a beard and I'm a woman, and then he married me because he was like, oh, great, she has her own money. But then he mummifies her because he can't stand her because she talks too much, which, yeah. And then he goes off and sells me in an auction, and I wake up and I realize that he's never loved me and that Anne should find him and set him right because he's a horrible person. Now we know a little bit of background about who I am and what I'm singing when. So, great. I think I'm gonna end this video here. That's all, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the first part of this series. It will continue. I will see you all next week in a new video, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you can be notified when I make a new video, which is pretty much every single Monday. In the meantime, drink lots and lots of tea, and go see an opera. Use the hashtag Diva Studies and let me know what you went to see, even if it's artwork that has to do with the opera. Bye!